This is Rosie Mullan, who's going to talk to us about fine art.
I studied art at the Ruskin School of Fine Art, which is part of Oxford University.
Where did you do your foundation?
I did my foundation at Kingston University.
Why did you choose to study fine art?
Because I wanted the most freedom as possible to make and explore as many different ideas as I thought I could. I was going to do fashion, and then I decided I needed a more open, less brief-based way of working, where I was controlling the journey and trajectory of my work.
Okay.
What is your preferred medium to work in?
I work across a range of mediums. I use a lot of textiles to make installations. I'd say more recently I've made predominantly performances in collaboration with another artist, and I also make paintings and drawings. I'd say drawing is at the core of my practice.
How has your work developed since high school?
I'd say at high school I made work that was very kind of obvious concept and idea led. I used lots of textiles and printing, but now I work in a far more intuitive way. My work doesn't really start with a clear idea of what I want to show the audience. It more comes from, I guess, somewhere more inside of me.
What ideas are you interested in, and how do you explore these through your work?
I'd say ultimately all my work comes back to ideas of space and presence within space, and how I explore perimeters and spaces, and how I might be able to uncover a kind of beauty in mundane things and everyday places. And I do this through performance, through textile pieces in spaces, but also through drawing, and I see the page as a space in itself.
What is the most important thing you learn at art school?
To really trust yourself and go with as many things as possible, try out as many things as possible, collaborate with people, because that might be one of the only opportunities you have to do that. And have fun, do something that you wouldn't usually do.
Do you have an artistic future in mind?
I would say I have always been an artist, and I always will be an artist. So I don't really worry about the future, because I kind of think the opportunities that come will come at the right time. I want to show my work, perform more, and be in an environment among other artists. I think I'm planning to do an MA, hopefully in the next few years.
What advice would you give to an aspiring young artist?
My advice is, if you go to art school, keep your friends and your fellow artists close and keep in touch with them, because they're going to be the most important network and support that you need throughout your life.
Even the artists you don't like?
Not the artists you don't like. I think actually having a healthy competition can push you. So I think it's important to find, without sounding cheesy, your kind of artist soulmates, as it were, people who understand your practice and your way of thinking and where you're coming from.
Is that because they can be, well, they can be honest with you. You trust their judgment.
Yeah, I think finding people who you can show your work to and feel they're going to critique you and be honest about your work is really important.
Mm.
My hands.